My name is Javier Cividini. I'm from Argentina. I live in Key Biscayne, and I moved to the U.S. Virgin Island, and I lived there for 12 years.
So you went from Argentina to the Virgin Islands, and then you came here?
Yes, that's correct.
And what do you do here?
I opened a restaurant 8 years ago.
And have you noticed that a lot of Argentinian people come here? Like they like to keep like their culture and their food. So
They come at least once a week, but also they like for the whole experience. They like soccer, so when there are soccer games, they like to be here. Or when there are rugby games, they come and watch the game. Or we have events or parties. So we always try to reflect our culture in the restaurant, so the people have a good time and they like to come here.
And what was the reason that you moved to the United States?
Well, on 1990 was a very bad economical situation in Argentina. Was hyperinflation, like every day the price of the product were changing. I have 2 jobs and I was not making enough money to survive. I just finished college, and I have a friend in the Virgin Islands who was telling that it's a beautiful place, so I see an opportunity there, and I decided to go there and try a new experience.
And has other family moved here since, or are you the only one?
Well, when I moved to the Virgin Islands, I did with my wife. And now that we're here, we have another nephews. They've been here for 2 or 3 years. Yep.
And have you noticed that there's more Argentinian restaurants around, and like that the community has grown over the years?
I saw they grow the options. Like when we came here, there were 12 restaurants, and now you have 40 restaurants.
And has your job reflected your identity as an Argentinian? Do you think that you're able to participate in the community and like spend time with people that are like the same culture as you?
Yeah, I think it's part of the culture. The food is an important part of our culture. When I was in the Virgin Islands, one of the things that was missing the most was the Argentinian food. Then when we came to Miami, we started to have the same food that we had when we were in Argentina. We had the same custom that we had there, to get with the friends together, to play cards, to have parties all together. I think, yeah, it is. The restaurant has to reflect part of that. That's what I was saying. The food, the party, the events, the get-togethers and play cards once a week.
What made it easy to live here, and what made it hard?
When I moved to Miami, it was easier. When I moved to the Virgin Islands, it was harder because I didn't speak any English. I have English at school, but it was very bad. I had to learn a new language, and I had to learn a new culture. When I moved to Miami, it was not that hard because I already knew some English. I had to get a new job, so that part was hard, but it was easier than the first time when I moved to the Virgin Islands.
I'm Fernando Jimenez, Argentinian. I'm 53 years old, married, live in South Florida. I migrated in 1990 after a big crisis in Argentina. I was lucky to be able to come here, so we decided with my wife to come here, and it's a nice city. It has the American structure and has also the Latin flavor, the family flavor, the warmth of the Latin culture, the hours. Even you can find a restaurant at 11 o'clock at night. As an Argentinian, I love soccer. We were able to establish enough Argentinian community in Miami to find even our cuts, our meat cuts. It's the vacíos and some very, very difficult to meat cuts for Americans to understand. The chorizo, the morcilla. I love the long hours. We eat at night starting 8, 9 o'clock. We never eat at 6 or 7. I love getting dinner with friends at my house or at their house. I'm a very devoted Catholic, and I found a very nice community within church. It's a Latin community, a lot of Argentinians there.
What was the reason that you moved here that you mentioned before?
I was working for American Express in Argentina, and there was a big crisis. And I remember this very vividly. June 1989, my monthly salary was $38. So I decided for that money, I'd rather go to the US, buy a bike with my girlfriend back then, which is today my wife.
And have you noticed that the Argentinian community here has expanded?
Certainly that came. In all social classes that came at that time.
And what were like favorable or unfavorable conditions of moving here?
What are the favorable conditions? The favorable conditions here is that it's an open game. You don't have to wake up in the morning and read the newspaper to see what the political conditions are for the day. Like it's in Argentina. Argentina, I used to wake up 8:30 in the morning, read the newspapers to see what's changing that day that would affect my business.
As you can see from both interviews that had taken place, both Fernando and Javier moved away from Argentina because of unfavorable economic conditions and because of the crisis that had taken over the country. And they both had decided to come to Miami because they thought it was a good mixture between keeping part of their ethnicity and what identifies them while moving away from the situation that they were trying to flee from. And both were left with little money in Argentina and moved here with whatever they had left to try to seek new opportunities and start a better life with um, their wives in their cases. And they both started a family there, and they were the first generation to immigrate to the United States. And they both developed their ethnic identity through their job and by keeping their traditions alive. So, for example, with Javier, he uses his restaurant to try to attract more Argentinian customers and by keeping the food and the social aspects of the Argentinian culture alive, while Fernando keeps practicing his religion. He volunteers at church. He's a realtor, which means that it provides a connection from another country. So Argentinian people are able to come to the United States or to Miami and can go to him to find places to stay here. And they both provided a good insight on what it means to immigrate here while keeping the culture alive and characteristics define their ethnicity.